Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. This is going to be the first of the new weekly update style episodes for this series. So we'll see how all this goes. And in the previous episodes, I had been discussing we managed to get rockets launched and everything like that, but it became apparent to me that the demands that we're placing on the existing base are just too great, and that I had mentioned before that we're just going to need to build a second base. Upon reconsideration, I've decided that isn't exactly correct. What we're going to be doing is still massive amounts of construction, but doing basically building duplicates of several of the processes that we already have to just increase the total output available to us significantly. I mean, just massively increase the total available materials that we have. To that end, what I'm going to be doing, as you can see here, we're going to be doing a whole new facility for all of our acids. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, hydrofluoric acid, hydrochloric acid. I'm going to be building all new facilities for all of those. And then I'm going to get new mines going for all the raw materials. Build a second ore purification, catalyst-based ore purification system. Basically, a duplicate of this entire system here. This whole project, which is going to be a lot of production. And then build a whole second foundry, which is a whole nother one of these. Here. Build a whole nother refinery. I think is also going to need to be done. And actually, probably need to be done sooner rather than later, because I'm going to need certain products for the foundry. I need base mineral oil. I'm going to need fuel oil, that sort of stuff, for things. So I'm going to need another refinery, another one of these. Probably far larger than what we currently have. I don't know if it's going to be larger, but the output should be higher. And then a whole new electronics facility, at the very least. Because right now we're just not making enough electronics for what kind of demands we're putting on it. So, that is kind of where I'm at here. And again, one of the big issues here is that is solder. Continues to be solder. I would not have thought that would have been the bottleneck. But apparently it is. That is really preventing a lot of the electronics from getting done. So, going to have to make sure that we produce quite a lot of solder. But after I get a lot of that built, what I'm going to start doing is to divert a lot of the trains that are feeding a lot of the current systems to the new facilities to kind of ease some of the load. Is kind of the plan. Now, what I have done so far between last episode and this one is just a lot of exploring the map and clearing nests. And so, as you can see, all of this is what I've gone ahead and explored. And, if you look at the area, it's about like the same area as our entire current base that I have worked on clearing. Could probably still stand to explore a little bit up here and maybe push this out a little bit further. But so far, so good. And so this is going to get us our new mines. There's like a whole area over here, about as far away as you can get, that is just about perfect. It has sapphirite, steratite, cortinium, givelite, rubite, and bobmonium all in the same spot. So I'll have to see if that's where I want to head out to. Because, you know, we have some bobmonium and some steratite and some rubite. We got lots of steratite out here, but no crotinium, no givelite, and no sapphirite. That's all out over here. So the rail network is going to have to extend way out there. And I've also started expanding the logistic network now that I've got all that cleared out. So that's kind of the next project. But, you know, one of the first things we're going to start building here are going to be the sulfuric acid and nitric acid facilities. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. Something went down the back of my throat there when I inhaled. Ooh. Okay. Yes. So I want to scale up for just a massive amount of production. I'm scaling this for like 1,000 per second. And I think I might even like make several versions of this so that I can put out maybe 2,000 or 3,000 sulfuric acid per second in total, because that became a bit of a bottleneck. Hydrofluoric acid is going to be difficult. I might want actually a dedicated rubite and steratite mines for that, because those aren't too far away actually. There's a rubite mine there and there's a steratite mine there. Or I could use some of the existing mines that I currently have for it, because I have these, and you know, they're doing pretty well. Alright, but I guess what we're going to do today is continue work on this project. And for our sulfuric acid production, I'm going to need coal. And so there is a coal mine right about there that I think I'm going to use. And as far as a refinery that I'm going to need to build, there's a very large multi-phase oil deposit right about there. So that is useful. There's another one right there, but I want to explore up here a little bit to make sure there aren't going to be any creatures that are going to attack it. As far as, well, natural gas, the only real deposits I was able to find were kind of out here and over here, kind of all in this area. Again, very far out. Now, what I was also looking around is that we have some unexploited natural gas deposits. One down here that I could extend a rail line out to. That shouldn't be too hard. There's another one there that also shouldn't be too hard to get access to. That actually may be the... well, the yields are not as good. If I could get both of those, though, that might solve what I need. Then it's just be a matter of bringing the trains up. But I think our first goal is to get out to this coal mine, coal deposit, and start mining it as part of the new sulfuric acid production system. Specifically. There's some other coal mines out here that I can use for other things, but I want to dedicate a single coal mine for sulfuric acid production. It's also going to produce tons of coke, which is going to be needed for things as well. So that is kind of two birds, one stone. All right. Well, first things first. I need to get start getting trees over here cleared. What is the logistics? Now, I'm gonna have to punch some holes in this wall, which is fine. It's kind of not really needed anymore. Alright, I have to take this turnaround off. I'm kind of watching it. Oh, there we go. And not too many trains actually use this, so it shouldn't really hurt anything. Now, is that going to bump into that just yet? No. Okay, so what do I need to tear out? Alright, it's going to be those. Perfect. And those. Oh, and that's going to have to get moved there. There we go. Now what I can do is I can leave this here. Fill some of this wall back in. Because why not? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be what we needed here. Put in the gates there so that the train can get through while maintaining the wall. Alright, so what I'm going to start needing to do here is landfill. So I think I'm just going to take this straight. I'm not going to wiggle it around here. I could. I still need to do a little bit of landfill. Well, the fastest way is to use landfill. Let's see. Let's go with that size. How far can I get? That far. Ah, perfect. Alright, now I just need to wait for a delivery. Of some more landfill. Which, how much am I actually requesting? 800? Can I bump that up to like 1,000? We have 50,000 in logistic storage, so there's plenty. While I'm waiting, let me take a look here. 693, 691. And you're not making anything because why? Because we are not getting any what? No gold. No gold? No gold. Well, that's unexpected. Well, there's another bottleneck that's slowing things down. Well, that train's almost full, and that's going to head on over to modules production. So that'll get things started there. Fairly soon. Nitinol production, I think. Tungsten carbide we've depleted. So not really making a ton of that. I could improve that throughput, probably. But then we'd probably be putting load on the carbon here because, you know, we only have I got some decent supplies of carbon, but then coke. It's a thought. Alright, did I get my deliveries? I did get my deliveries. Alright. so noisy. Oh. Just short. We gotta stay inside of the logistics area again. Which is right about there. What I may do is take some time and fill this whole thing in. Maybe, maybe not. But over here is going to be the sulfuric acid production. We've got some, the water's available close by. We'll have our coal. Everything else can be obtained, on site. Purified water. The oxygen. Alright, how is the science looking? Science is looking fine. That's a Mark II tank. Did I ever build a Mark III tank? Is there a Mark III tank? There is a Mark III tank. Yeah, I was wondering if I shouldn't... use a tank. No, there's a Mark III tank. Okay, I have one. Okay, probably we just need to upgrade its functions, better shields, reactors, which I should have, better weapons. There are my... There's my landfill. I might want to make like a couple crossovers somewhere. But this'll do. Alright. There we are. And... let's get all this. Alright, so now we're outside of our logistics zone. Here's probably a good spot to... create a connection back to land. Alright, where would we need... we need to be right about there. I don't have a ton. Left. All right, almost. All right, let's line that back up again. It's still not quite. There we go. Alright, so that should let me get the rest. Well, oh, it actually isn't placed yet. There we go. And let me get the rest of that. This filled in here. And that's about the limit there, so I'll have to put another one in. It's going to be right about there. Okay. And it will need a little bit more coverage. Actually, I can't see where it lines up. And there. That'll get us a power that we need. And let's see. I'll need a few more of those poles. Excuse me. All right. And let's get at least one more here. Then it's just a matter of getting the rail into where we need it. Up to about that point. And then just cap it off with a turnaround. For now. Alright, so bots should be on the way to build that out. And then I guess what I'll do next is start working on the various acid production facilities and continuing to expand this rail network out to where it's going to need to be. Primarily going all the way out to here for this mining area here and for these... Oh, crud. Bots are getting attacked. Logistics bots are being attacked. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to kill that nest. Actually, can I get to it? Where are we at? There. How much do I have? Actually, for this, I can make it smaller. Which will conserve... There we go. Nest dead. Alright, so I think with that we'll go ahead and stop here. I will be working on this over the course of the week, and then next weekend we'll have another update, and I'll show you where I'm at. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.